My hair is not cooperating. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I'm doing the April Showers book tag. I saw this on Megan's channel from Megan's Reading Revelations. Quick shout out to Megan. If you are not a subscriber, you should be, because she has an amazing channel. You can get a lot of good recommendations, like in a variety of genres, like fantasy, sci-fi, contemporary classics, just a whole lot. So yeah, I'll have her video and the prompts all down below. I found the tag in a blog, because she mentions a blog, but I don't think I follow the same link, or I don't think she had a link for it. I don't know, but I found it and I'll link the blog post as well. So if you feel like answering these prompts, I would love to watch your video, so you're tagged, or just share your answers in the comment section down below so we can have a chat. So I'll start. Prompt number 1, a book with water on the cover. So I decided to go with Herman Melville's Moby Dick. So I got this book on purpose because Robert was going to do like a buddy read or a read along or something like that, and I don't think he did. I don't remember what happened exactly, but yeah, I got this book because I wanted to participate. Now, you know, it's not just sitting on my shelf. I really want to read this. I actually read Moby Dick, or I read part of it when I was a kid, like this children's edition, but I really want to read the whole novel. So yeah, it has water on the cover and a whale's tail. I'm using my phone to check the prompts. Prompt number 2, a classic novel you would like to curl up on the couch with. So when I read this, prompt, I was like, Mrs. Dalloway for sure. Funny story, this is a really short book. My edition is 146 pages long, and that's with the notes. So it's quite short, and I read like part of it, just like the first, not even the first half. I don't know where, just, you know, I read part of it just around, and then I read the rest of the book in bed one morning. It was glorious. And when I read this prompt, I figured, like, if I have to curl up on the couch with a book, I'm gonna go with Mrs. Dalloway. This is still my favorite by Virginia Woolf, but I haven't read all of her novels, so that might change in the future. But so far, this one is my favorite for sure. I love this story. I think it's just so well written. Just the visual imagery is just so beautiful. The characters are so vivid. You know, 10 out of 10 would recommend if you haven't read this one. Prompt number 3, a scary book you would read during a rainstorm. So I don't know, I have 2 options for this one. I have Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill, and I have this on my e-reader. I'll have it up here somewhere. That was like, I read it last year and it's really creepy. Like when I was reading it before going to bed, I felt super uncomfortable. One time I actually had to stop because I thought I was seeing something like in the shadows. It was super creepy. So that's one option. The other one is The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. I got this book when I was studying in the UK, and I read it in the day, but I don't know, I don't remember being that uncomfortable. So maybe I have to reread it and check. Is this horror? I don't know a lot about the genre, so, but yeah, Heart-Shaped Box or The Exorcist for sure. Prompt number 4, a good book recommendation for rainy days. A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Tools. I love this book so much. I think this was my favorite of 2020 or something like that. It was just so good. It's a slow burn. As a whole, it's a slow burn, but it's so insightful. If you're just like remotely interested in like Russian history, this is just just so gripping. I loved it. And it's very cozy. It has this cozy vibe. Also because he is stuck in a hotel. And if it's raining, we're stuck at home anyway. So prompt number 5. 2 characters you would like to spend a rainy day with. This is just very difficult for me. I don't know. I would totally choose Agnes Grey because we have similar jobs. You know, she's a tutor. She's a governess, but also a tutor. I'm a teacher. And I think we could share some interesting stories. And I would love to know more about, you know, what was like teaching back then. And my second character would be Count Alexander from A Gentleman in Moscow, because he is the most charming character ever. And I think I would get to learn so much from him. He's such an intellectual. So, you know, I got to learn a lot from the book alone. So I think it would be really interesting to just sit down and have like these really long conversations with him about politics and stuff, because I think we get each other. Prompt number 6, a book that has blue on the cover. So I decided to go with this one, which also has some like water theme to it. This is Sleep by Haruki Murakami. This is a short story, and this edition is illustrated. I have a book review for this on my channel, but yeah. It's about a woman who one day has this really creepy dream, and she can't go back to sleep ever. So she spends the entire night just reading Anna Karenina and just existing. And it's just this really scary story that, you know, something like this could happen. And just, you have no idea what to do with yourself. And yeah, this has blue on the cover because, like I said, water is a big part of this book. And this is the April Showers book tag, so I figured this would be a good choice. Prompt number 7, a book that has a rainy setting at some point. I think Wuthering Heights has a rainy setting. I mean, this is set on the bleak moors of Yorkshire, so I'm pretty sure there's a rainy setting somewhere. Don't remember where exactly. I love Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. But I also thought about Dracula because I just read it. There's just a lot that happens in a rainy setting, and it's just very creepy because of it. But yeah, it's just in order to be different, and because I talked about the book recently in a book review, I figured I would pick this one up, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. It's one of my favorite classics. Prompt number 8, a book you wouldn't mind using as an umbrella. I have 2 options for this one. The first one is like my least favorite classic of all time, The Catcher in the Rye. I can't stand that book. But I have to say, the writing flows really well. But I didn't like the character, I didn't like the story, I didn't like any of it. But I read it really quickly because the writing flows so well. I thought it was only fair to have another option. So my other option is Never Let Me Go by Claire Mcintosh. I hated that book. I can't even say it's my least favorite. I hated that book. It's just so bad. I have this really long book discussion video on my channel about it. I'll link it in the card somewhere. It's so bad. I'm really sorry if that's like one of your favorite books, or if you really like Claire Mcintosh. Getting that book is the definition of wasting money. I'm sorry. I feel really strongly about it, but it's really bad. So I would happily use it as an umbrella. Prompt number 9, a character you would like to share an umbrella with. This sounds a lot like prompt number 5, 2 characters you would like to spend a rainy day with. I don't know, a character you'd like to share an umbrella with. I would say Sirius Black, but unfortunately it's that. Maybe Toru Okada from the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. I really liked his character. I really liked Englaby, but he's a psycho, so I wouldn't want to share an umbrella with him. Anne from Persuasion. I think we'd be really good friends. This is just a weird one. I don't know. Prompt number 10. A novel with a dry beginning but an amazing ending. So I actually, I have here The Vanishing Act of Esme Lennox. I really like this book, but the beginning was really slow and I wasn't really clear on what was happening. It just felt really random, like a lot of loose ends. It didn't feel like a narrative, So I would say that the beginning wasn't the best. And when I say the beginning, I mean like literally not the first couple of pages, but it's hard to tell because there are no chapters in this. But right up until Iris knows about Esme's existence, I think up until then it was just really random. I couldn't feel like I was reading a novel or that the story made any sense. It just felt like loose bits and pieces of writing. So I would say The Vanishing Act of Esme Lennox, but I ended up loving this book. I'm sure there are others. For example, The Grapes of Wrath. I don't have it here with me because I just thought about it, but The Grapes of Wrath, like the beginning, it's really hard to understand what's happening. It's just, again, it's like a lot of visual imagery, and at the same time I couldn't understand where we were going. But again, it's just the beginning, just the I don't know, maybe the first chapter is just really the beginning, because I loved The Grapes of Wrath. It's my favorite by Steinbeck. But it is a hard book. His writing is really, really raw. It just feels super rough around the edges. And I think because of that, it's just really hard to get yourself immersed in the story. But again, that happens right in the beginning, and then, you just flow by because it's so beautiful, so gripping. I feel like I'm just rambling or talking really fast. It's just I got home from work like 5 minutes ago and I have an online meeting in like 20. So I really wanted to film this video, otherwise I won't have time. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it anyway. Let me know down below if you like these sort of videos, like book tags. What would you like to see on my channel? I would love some ideas because sometimes I struggle a lot with deciding what to film. So if you have any ideas, let me know, please. Other than that, I really hope you are okay. So you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.